didn't realize until I was probably in college that I was struggling with anxiety and depression through my teenage years. I was officially diagnosed with major depression in my first year of university. 2005, I was admitted to the short stay unit at the Abbey Lane. I struggled, but I didn't know how to help myself.
I was bullied a lot as a kid. I was beat up pretty much every day. I couldn't get out of the car because I'd have a panic attack every morning. And you know, my grades were horrible because I was too scared to even just ask a question.
My mother committed suicide. I was just a teenager, you know, and then my early 20s, then my father died, and that was my family gone. And I don't think I dealt with that until 30 years later. I didn't talk it through with anybody at all.
I've always been really fortunate to have really good mental health, but I have a son who lives with a major mental illness and has done for about 10 years. And so a lot of my spare time work is spent in advocating for people with major mental illness.
I have been working with people who are involved in psychosocial rehabilitation.
I think that there can be oftentimes a lot of shame assigned to you when you have a diagnosis, and not just from other people. There's a lot of self-stigma I deal with personally.
In my own experience with my family members who've had mental illnesses, one of the biggest hits that you take is to believing in yourself.
They think you can sort of snap out of it, get over it, you know. Come on, you know, just buck up and get over it and whatever, and you can't.
When somebody has cancer and they pass away from cancer, we blame cancer. But when somebody has a mental illness and it takes them, you know, we blame the person.
It's tough to be public about things that are still so poorly understood.
When I was in the hospital, they said, you know, you're probably going to be someone that comes back regularly every few months. I think sometimes for people living with mental illness, society and their families and friends, out of love, limit their potential to live a very, very full life.
People just judge so quickly, and they'll see that kid, you know, that doesn't talk, and they're like, oh, he doesn't talk, he's weird. You know, what's wrong with that guy? They'll just assume, oh, he's a weirdo. But they never go, wait, I wonder what's going on in his life or her life, you know, I wonder what he or she is dealing with.
The psychiatrist is there to assist you towards your own road to recovery. But unless you have the desire to get on with your life, it's going to be difficult.
It's so interesting how once I open up, how many people will come and open up and tell you their stories.
Once you do, it does seem to make you a safe person to talk to. You know, other people come out of the woodwork and talk to you because they've found out that, you know, you've had those experiences too.
Even teachers didn't know how to deal with people like me until I really started explaining it, and then they have a bigger understanding and they can do things differently to help people like me in the future.
When people find other people who understand their reality and they have that companionship and they're not isolated, it just gives them, again, that boost in confidence that enables them to take on the next thing to tackle.
We have to keep talking so that this becomes an issue where there is no shame, there is no stigma. We need to open those doors and give people hope.